Damani was out there doing a little bit more today. What's it been like?
Well, today was his first day that he got, pretty much released to start doing some things. So definitely some rust, definitely some things that can be corrected. And I mean, the plus is just him out there actually moving around. Him actually, instead of just watching stuff on film, but getting a chance to actually do things and being around the group. I think that's a plus for him, even mentally.
How do you feel depth-wise about where your group is right now? I know Prophet seems a little limited.
Depth-wise, I mean, there's always going to be some guys out. That's football. We got a lot of guys stepping up, a lot of guys in different positions, and, a lot of guys are taking mental reps right now. So hopefully, we get those guys back, as soon as possible. But, I mean, the biggest thing is guys are still out here. They're still competing, and that's all that matters.
Now that Damani is starting to be back, what kind of expectations do you have for him to show over these last couple of weeks?
My expectation is just to get him back out on the field for the Saturday's practice, right? I don't want to tag something on him as far as like the expectation of what I have for him. Right now, it's just him making sure he understands the playbook and get a chance to be around his teammates and compete.
Any aspect of his skills you feel like will translate maybe right away, even just stepping in as a freshman?
I mean, runs it 10-2, he bench presses 225 like 16 times and probably verts of 40. So, yeah, I mean, athletically, he has all the expectations in the world. But the whole thing why he's here is to continue to grow mentally and those things. I mean, you see guys all the time that may run a 4.3, but they play football like they run a 4.8. So, and that's part of that is making sure his mental mindset is right. And, me and Coach Grants and Coach Riley and all the other coaches here will make sure that, that transpires on the field too. You see his athletic ability.
How do you evaluate?
Tuesday scrimmage.
I mean, definitely some rust, but definitely some guys that are getting better. You can see it every practice. The guys are coming out here, they're competing. They're doing the things that we ask. Of course, we always want to see more. That's, as a coach, especially at DB, I mean, they can come out here and grade at 90%, but 90% isn't good enough. 9 out of 10 plays at DB is not good enough because you all don't know what happened on that one play that maybe is not right. So, get guys as close as possible to 100, and that's all we can ask for. That's what we're going to continue to strive for.
How do you evaluate the transfers so far from what you've seen in the first 8 practices?
I mean, we needed them. So, I mean, a lot of guys, as far as, we don't even look at them, like I say, when Coach Riley and everybody came here, I looked at it as my first day here too. So it's not just transfers. I mean, they're here now, so they're part of the team. I wouldn't say they're transfers. I mean, just whatever year they are, they just came at that time. But we're all here together. They're not transfers no more because you can see some of those guys have stepped up, not as if they only been here for a couple months, but they stepped up to the fact that it's like they came here as freshmen and they may be seniors now.
How much does Makai's experience, just especially at the Pac-12 level, kind of show already, just having him step in?
I mean, he's a really good player, like really, really good player. So, I mean, I just want to make sure that it rubs off on even not himself. Like, we need a lot more out of him than just how he plays. We need his leadership ability and we need some of his playmaking, right? That's what we need out of him. But at the same time, we need some of his attributes to rub off on others, and we need some others' attributes to rub off on him. Right, because once again, I don't look at it as a guy who, just came here. I look at it as a guy that's part of this group, and this is this group, and this is the group that we're gonna have for this season. So, I mean, they're gonna all continue to go together. But I mean, a lot of these guys are big-time players and we expect big-time things out of them.
The chemistry in the room with transfers in, Damani adding to the, pretty much all the starters gone from last year. How's the chemistry been with that group?
It's been great because, like I say, all these guys, we came in here together. So it's not like they just showed up 8 practices ago. They've been here grinding since January. And one thing about college football now, all the players, they already know each other. Just because they may be at a different school in the past or went to a particular high school or be from a different state, all the good players know each other because of 707 and different camps or whatnot that they've have a long relationship before they just get to college. So it's not like they all met in January. Some of these guys, been knowing each other for 6, 7, 8 plus years. So, I mean, it's one big family. We just making sure we compete every day.
See one more?
Sierra was a highly touted prospect a year ago. What's progression been like for him this year?
Making sure he understands his body. He's a guy, I think, from high school that still didn't grew an inch or two, and he's put on some weight and everything else. So just making sure that it transpires over. And his biggest thing, Sierra's biggest problem this year, it's just he has a lot of things going on, and for all I know, he may be in Space Jam 3, right? So just making sure he comes out here every day, competes, and shows his skill set because he definitely has a skill set, right? So it's just making sure that he brings out the best in himself and making sure that us as a coaching staff bring out the best in him.
Thank you, Donte.
Thank you.